Welcome to this unboxing video with the tabletop owl. Today we're going to open this box from Fireforge Games, Scandinavian Infantry for DS Vault, and in this kit there are 25 miniatures.
Role-playing games, crafting, 3D printing, and other games.
So let's see this. First off, nice with some Scandinavian troops. I'm kind of biased to that, so sorry if I'm not making let's see. Oh, yeah, this was 20 bases squares, or no, 24 bases and squares on sprue, and one that they have cut out. So yeah, it's 25. And separate sprues for spears as well. So they decided to put the spears on sprues themselves, and only attach on one side. So this square is just for protection. It's 6 sprues with 4. So if you want to, 24 units miniatures with spears, it's a possibility. And then you have let's see if they're all the same. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 5 sprues, identical, with 5 miniatures on each one. We can look at the head options first. A lot of detail in the heads themselves, and here are the bodies. Not as much variation in those. It's more about posing than what they're actually wearing. And some arms with mail, and here you have the option. They doesn't have all weapons in the arms, so you can choose which weapons to use. A few arms have weapons like this with a sword here, and this mace, but this long axe, maybe it's a Dane axe, it's supposed to be. Yeah, that would be interesting. But this, oh, I don't like this. This is too much of a fantasy weapon for me. And to release that, this shape of an axe, it's for a wood cutting axe, like the Canadians use, for example. But that is not a Scandinavian axe to use in war. This looks much more like a Scandinavian axe, war axe, or Dane axe. So I don't know why they put in this here if it's supposed to be Scandinavian infantry. Otherwise, I like the kit. The shields have some wood grain on the backside. That's good. And looks kind of good as well. No shield decals in the kit. But yeah, you can also either use them as the early medieval times or later medieval times, or to some extent even as Vikings. Yeah, stay tuned and I will assemble a couple of these and you can watch them. Here we have some miniatures assembled. I have a little bit hard time with this one, how I would like to angle the axe, because like now it was not the best pose, but because it's because of how these heads are put together, it's not as easy to put them in any direction you want. Worth noting. You got very clear with this one, because I always put my heads on last when I assemble a miniature, because I want it to face in a direction that feels normal for the movement in the other body parts, and also with the weapons. This one will be like that direction, because over the sword and shield and so Maybe even a little bit more over the shield I could have put. But otherwise, nice. It was easy to assemble. I like the sculpts. I messed up here, but I would say that's more on my part than the miniatures themselves. If we compare in scale, we can see it's very close to North Star. Reaper miniatures that are kind of big in themselves, but varies in size, are bigger. And we can also see a couple of different here. We have Warlord Games. It's a little bit more. Actually, these are kind of as well more natural in shape and per miniature as well, and they are very close in scale. Frostgrave, that is a little more epic in the proportions. And even we have this Mantic Northern Clansman is kind of bigger. I'm not sure if that's the standard size for humans in Kings of War. That's just these barbarian types are bigger. And also here you have a couple of kits from Fireforge as well, as you can see. And the Folk Rebel doesn't have any base on them. In standard, you see I have to glue their feet directly to the base. They have not this small base that you attach to the base at all. That would be worth noting. That can be a difference between the kits from Fireforge games.